When you know how to wave a set of shears over the right type of plant, you can start to give your garden the look of a French château or the feel of a Japanese temple. I'm here on the central coast of New South Wales to learn some of the secrets of the ancient art of topiary, or plant shaping. The possibilities are endless. The only limit is your imagination. For over 30 years, Scott Williams has run a nursery specialising in the plant species that are ideal for sculpting and pruning into magical shapes. Scott.
How are we?
It's great to be here. I love being surrounded by your plants here in the nursery. Where did it all begin? How long have you been on this location?
I've been here now 36 years. I started off with a lettuce farm in the plans of turning it into what it is now.
I'm excited to have a closer look around.
I'm excited to show you.
Over the years, Scott has collected around 100 different plant species from all over the world, choosing the ones best suited to hedging and topiary in a variety of climates. Do you think formality is giving topiary a kind of bad name?
A little bit. People see it as all topiary as formal, where I see a lot of it is just the structure to the garden can be introduced to any form of garden, native gardens, bush gardens, but just to give that definition in different spots to the garden.
Scott, I look around here and I feel like I'm seeing a whole lot of work and time.
No, I think it's a bit of a myth, actually. A buxus ball, for example, any of the buxus shapes, pretty much only 3 times a year to keep it in good order. The more you prune it, the more it needs pruning. A lot of people fall into that trap and they'll prune it maybe 6 times a year and then it'll constantly need 6 to 8 times a year. It's like exercise for the plant. It stimulates the growth.
And it is that kind of interesting nexus between, topiary and bonsai. And when you're into it, well, you're getting all those other benefits. It's not labour, it's not work, it's actually relaxation.
I mean, a lot of the form is actually a form of bonsai. Even though we call it topiary, it's still reducing the plant size, keeping it at bay, controlling the plant's growth, and keeping it as a permanent feature.
So what are the preferred shapes?
Buxus balls have been probably the biggest trend over the last 5 to probably 10 years now, in clustering them in groups of different sizes, forming pathways through the garden. We do probably 10 different sizes in buxus. The metre balls from a 300 pretty much take us around 15 years to get there.
Wow.
We choose to grow buxus in 4 different varieties because it's tough, it's durable, handles all conditions, tolerates the drought, tolerates cool and warm climates. It's insect-free, generally doesn't have any problems. The worst thing you can do is overwater it. I think every garden needs a little buxus. I find it's a brick of landscaping.
So what are these, Scott?
These are buxus micra, a small leaf buxus, nice for finer detail. These are a saucer shape we do in 2 different sizes.
How old are these ones?
Going on 20 years, probably.
20 years. That's a long time. It makes it very unique.
Yeah.
It's easy to see how a lovingly shaped topiary plant can become a real eye-catcher and talking point in the garden. Bit of height on this.
Yeah, this is Leighton green. We do these in 3 or 4 different sizes as cloud prunes. Nice for a statement piece in a garden, a courtyard. This is Juniperus cataleri. Probably my favourite as much as the clouds go. It's got a natural curve to it, natural spiral habit going. The dark green foliage, you can just prune it with a pair of scissors even, just to keep it in good order. So these are our buxus standards in japonicas. These are probably in their 10th year now. You take the tips out, it's pretty much doing its pruning job. You ever thought about doing a bit of topiary yourself? Or a cloud prune?
Topiary doesn't just have to be about pruning for decorative purposes. You can also add a bit of shape to your favourite backyard fruit tree. Here, you've got all sorts of different types of fruit trees, like mandarins, oranges. What else are you doing?
Oh, we've got grapefruits, we've got Meyer lemons, Eureka lemons, tangelos. They'll all shape quite well. You can also espalier them and use them in other purposes, against walls, against buildings.
And they're a real advantage for people that don't have much space.
Yeah.
Scott, it's been such a wonderful time walking around the nursery, drawing on your experience and knowledge about all these different species and just what we can do with topiary.
Yeah. So I believe you've got a job to do now.
Oh.
You're going to do some pruning for me.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Lovely to meet you.
Thanks. It's all part of the deal, I suppose. I've got to... Back at the Topiary nursery on the New South Wales Central Coast, there are thousands of plants that need shaping. Time to roll my sleeves up. But first, I need some pruning tips. Who better to get advice from than nursery manager Aaron Webster? Over the past 10 years, he's had a hand in shaping most, if not all, of the plants here. I go to the nursery, I pick up a buxus like this. How do I get it from this bushy shrub into a nice shaped standard ball?
You remove all the lower limbs.
So basically all this is coming off.
Yep.
It's great to see the transformation. It's quick.
Yeah, if you're happy with that height, you can start shaping from then.
Oh yeah, careful. Keep
Yeah,
away
you'll be right, mate.
Keep away. That's close enough.
That's the start.
So this is going to become that, but how old is this one?
That'll be about 4 to 5 years old, I'd say, that one. First off, I do the outer, trying to keep the foliage centre in the stem. So I'm just staying the same distance off the stem. It's got a long way to go, so just giving it a rough shape. Basically start from your top, you roll down into that edge, and then you work the base. And tipping any of those inner branches, which will just help that area fill out.
Yeah, and see, that's an interesting one because most people will think, oh, I don't want to prune where it hasn't reached the outside because that's making the shape even less round, but that's actually going to inspire it.
That will encourage it to fill up that area. That's where we want it to grow. I'm not worried about the foliage.
Yeah.
I'm basically just pruning whatever's that distance off the stem. Then next I'll start the top. And it's only rough at this stage, it's only just giving it a basic shape.
Oh, look at that. It's coming on already.
You can see that's already starting to sort of take the shape. Another half a dozen prunes and we'll be there.
Masterpiece.
It will be.
Before we move on to a more complicated plant, Aaron has a pro tip to help elevate your pruning game.
Before each day we head out, we always use sharpening stone, give the shears a nice good sharpen. So basically just running that stone on the angle of the blade.
Can you feel the change? Like
You can, yeah. Edge that nice sharp face. Same thing, just turn them over.
Right. Tools sharpened and beard trimmed. We're ready for a higher level of pruning difficulty.
This is an example of our cloud prune trees.
How old are they?
They're between 15 and 20 years, I reckon. It's a Podocarpus falcatus.
And how do you end up getting these spacing and so on?
Some of it's natural, some you brace.
So what's involved with creating a brace?
First you want to take a bit of bamboo. Doesn't have to be bamboo, it's just something that's going to be rigid. Just want to work out where you actually want to position that arm. We just use electrical tape. We generally go around the bamboo a few times. I generally go down around 4 times, probably minimum. Then we can brace it off to another branch or the main stem.
Yep.
Once we're happy with its position. Yeah, so basically leave that now braced in that position for at least 12 months. Then you can take that bracing off and it'll firm up and it'll stay in that position then.
So now you've braced it, where do you begin to just do this shape pruning?
Yeah, well, I can give you a demonstration. Good sharp shears is always a must. A little bit of water on the blades too does help get a nicer cut. You want to grab the shears, mate?
Weight of responsibility here. I don't want to mess it up.
No, you should be right. Take your time, you're just looking for that shape.
No, I really enjoy this, Aaron. I find like I can just switch off.
Definitely is relaxing.
There you go. Everything you need to know about adding some spectacular topiary to your garden. If you have the right sharp tools and a bit of know-how, it's surprisingly doable.
Yeah, just one last thing, Costa, just a small job, mate. You just give this just a light tip prune, just all the way to the end, mate. I've got some things to do. I'll come check on you later.
All right. Thanks, mate. Here's a couple of tips for when it comes to your hedging skills. First of all, timing is everything. Late spring, early summer is ideal. Now, second, if you want to reduce the width of a hedge or the height of it, best thing to do is maybe just prune one side or the top. Do it in stages to reduce the impact that has on the plant and its health. And finally, don't blame the tools. Key thing to successful hedging is nice, sharp blades that reduce the impact on the plant because it's a clean cut. With all that in mind,